What is up, you guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mackenzie. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. So, jumping right into it, today's video is going to be another DIY. We're going to be making a fall-themed garland. I need a new garland to put on top of my fireplace. If you've seen my redoing my fireplace video, then you know it's just a plain silver, sparkly, light and bright garland that's up on top of there, and we need to start bringing the fall vibes in. I know a lot of people are on the fence when it comes to this kind of stuff, bringing out Halloween or fall themed things so early, but I'm a spooky ass bitch and I like fall Halloween themed things all year round, so it's never too early for me. So we've got everything we need right here, which we're gonna go over here in a second, but if a fall themed garland sounds interesting to you, let's get into it. Okay guys, really quick, just wanted to show you what we're working with here. A nice before shot of what my fireplace looks like. It's just a very simple store-bought silver sparkly garland. It's very pretty, but obviously no fall vibes to be found here. So this is what we're working with. Hopefully it'll be a nice, dramatic, fun change. Now we can get into everything you're gonna need if you wanna make this along with me. Let's quickly go over everything I've got here just in case you're curious or if you're going to make this alongside with me. Here's everything you're gonna need, or everything I plan on using. So, first and most important is going to be your ever so useful florist wire. Now, like I've said before, this comes in many colors: silver, green, copper, black. I'm going to use silver today because I feel like that's gonna blend in a bit better with all this sparkly stuff. So florist wire, wire cutters, pliers. I've got a little bit of ribbon because I might add some little curls of ribbon throughout my garland. So nice fall ribbon. Then I've got hot glue and hot glue sticks, and the rest is the fun stuff. So most importantly, you're gonna need something to build your garland off of. You're gonna need a strong base so it doesn't just fall apart, a strong base to wire everything to. So with that being said, I picked out these two very thick black branches. So they're a glossy black branch, and like I said, it's got a very thick wired base. Now what I'm gonna do is face each one out, and I'm going to measure the exact length that I have across my fireplace and set them apart according to that width. And then hopefully we'll have a little bit of overlap in the middle, because with these two thick wires, especially together, we're gonna have such a nice strong base to actually build our garland on top of. I hope that makes sense. So we've got our nice thick branches for our base. And if you watch my last video, you guys will probably recognize this. So I picked this garland up at Michael's. It was $14.99, and it's just a leaf-packed autumn colored garland. So it's a really pretty autumn colored, super sparkly leaf garland. So I'm going to use a lot of this for filler. I picked up this other garland at Family Dollar. I think it was like $3, and the reason I picked this up is because I want it to kind of warm up the design, if you will. So I don't want this to look super Halloween-y, so I wanted to grab this since it has things like these sunflowers and pine cones and these berries in here. So I figured I'd grab that just in case. Then I've got these, I believe these are called pip berries. So I've got these pip berries in this beautiful bright orange and red tipped colorway. I love pip berries so much, and you can get them for any holiday. Red, white, and blue. For Christmas, just red, the deep maroon. These are beautiful, and they add such a nice classy touch. Now, one of my favorite picks of all times. These are called picks, by the way, so you can find these at any craft store like Michael's, AC Moore. I specifically got these at AC Moore before they closed, and they are my all-time favorite. So I'm praying that I see them come back at Michael's this year. So it's just a glossy black base. So the stem is a glossy black, and then it has these beautiful metallic orange leaves all over them. And I got a ton of them. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 branches of it. So pretty. Because picks can get expensive, I'll tell you. Like this one black branch is $9. This was only 15 bucks. I think these were probably closer to 15 a piece. Once you get into really nice looking picks, they can get expensive. So just make sure when you buy them, you either one, have a coupon, because Michael's always takes them, or 2 when they're on sale, because they always have sales, so don't ever pay for these full price. Or I wouldn't anyway. Then I've got these 2 black roses, which have these really pretty orange glittery sparkly tips. Then I've got this pick, which I don't even know what this is supposed to be, what kind of flower that is, but it's this really pretty orange sparkly pick. Then I've got more beads, again, that orange, nice, vibrant fall color. Some more branches. These are your basic branch picks, so the orange sparkly and the black sparkly. Then I got one of these, which is just an orange leaf. Again, super, super sparkly, really pretty. And then I got these for fillers. So you want to have a lot of filler. That way we can easily hide all the wire everywhere we're going to attach everything. And you want it to be nice and full looking. The fuller it looks, the better it looks. So it doesn't look so homemade when it's really, really full. So I got these. These are kind of like, I suppose, cherry blossoms, but they're black and have those nice white tips. Really, really pretty. So I got quite a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches of these black cherry blossoms. And that's it. So now we can get into actually building our garland. So I'm gonna clear the table, start with our base, go measure my fireplace so we can have our exact measurements and we can get to building. So I just measured my fireplace, and my fireplace is about 70 inches wide. That's the surface area we're working with on the very top. So I wanna make it a little bit under 70 inches. So this is 70, we got a little bit of hangover on each side. I think I want to make it even just a tad bit shorter than that. This is perfect, okay. We're good to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is just start wiring the crap out of these 2 branches and make sure that they are structurally sound, and that when I wire these 2 together, they are going to hold the weight of everything else we're going to add on top of it, if that makes sense. That way when we pick it up, things aren't falling apart and making a mess. So I'm just going to take my wire, which actually, I happen to have it in black. And I'm just gonna start wrapping the crap out of it. I'm gonna cut the wire into shorter pieces so it's a lot easier to handle. And I'm also going to double the wire up so it's nice and thick. So I'm just gonna start on one end and just start wrapping the wire as tight as I can get it. That's literally it. We're just gonna wrap it all the way around and keep doing that all the way down. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this here because we're working with black on black, but I've added about maybe 1.25 inches of tightly wrapped wire. Now I'm going to skip a couple inches and go down to about the middle of our overlap. Because we don't need to go all the way down, overlapping the entire area with wire. As long as you've got a strong hold, you're good to go. All right, we're looking like we've got a very good hold here. I'm just taking the ends of the wires and tucking them through the center of the 2 branches, giving it a really nice strong hold. So now that we've got our super strong base, we can start to add in all the fun stuff. So the first thing I'm going to do is the main filler of this garland, which is the super fluffy orange leaves. So first thing I'm gonna do is cut the tag off, and I'm gonna kind of assess the garland that I'm working with here to figure out how we can best attach the leaves onto our black garland. So you see here the end has these chains. This is the whole garland. It's made based on these chains and the leaves are attached to it. So if we're going to attach the leaves to our black branches, we need to keep those hoops together. So how are we gonna do that? I think what I'm gonna do is just snip a couple apart at a time. So let's get rid of this excess chain on the end. These don't have any leaves, so we're gonna get rid of that. And then we're gonna snip off just a couple of these leaves. So let's take off 2 chains and figure out how we can attach this to our branches, which looks pretty easy. So since we have these loops built into these leaves already, that's making our job super easy, and all we have to do is cut them apart, wrap the wire through one of these loops, and attach it to our branches. So I'm gonna cut off all of these into groups of 2 and start wiring them to the branch. So I didn't go crazy with the wire. I only wrapped it around that bunch maybe 5 or 6 times. So because we're gonna have so much leaves and picks all over the place, you don't have to be super precise with this. Just make sure that it's secured down, and we won't worry about any of that ugly stuff showing until after. The main objective right now is to just get the bulk of the leaves down, and we'll worry about making it finished and pretty when we're done. Okay, so now that we've got our solid base, a good amount of leaves on here, we're already hiding quite a bit of that wire and everything is blending in together nicely. So now is the fun part where we can really start playing around with what we want to add in and where. So what I'm gonna look at is what I have and what I really want to be in this garland. So I absolutely love these, but I don't know if it's even going to quite fit in here right. If we add them, I think we can only add, yeah, one on each side, kind of just like that. So now we need to attach these branches too. So I'm gonna kind of move around all these leaves, and I'm gonna attach these big branches with wire. Okay, so while I'm kind of wiring this in here, I know I'm gonna wanna add some more of these cherry blossoms a little further in like this. I'm gonna wanna kind of keep building in to make the center the thickest part, because that's usually how garlands look. It's a little thinner on the outside and a little thicker towards the center. So, since I know I wanna add some of these, I'm going to wire these the same time that I'm finishing up wiring these metallic orange ones in. And that's basically the whole thing. You're just gonna piece it together exactly how you want. And once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna take the orange sparkly one, stick these in here somewhere. Same thing with the black and the orange in the center. So it's all just playing around and figuring out how you want it to look. So I'm going to cut a few of these tags off, add some of these cherry blossoms in, and just keep piecing it together. Just putting pieces down, seeing what it looks like, picking them back up if I don't like it, and trying something else. Okay, so I've got my final plan. This is how far I've gotten so far. We're getting right to the center here. So now we've got to really fluff up this center and finish hiding all these wires. What I want to do is trim these, put each one of these very close together. Then I'm going to cut these apart, use this as my very center piece, and put a couple of these on each side. That'll look really good. I'm gonna bring you guys around this side so you can see what I'm seeing for the vision. Okay, so like I said, here's our center. We gotta fluff it up. So we trim these bottom stems. This is our centerpiece. Then we're gonna cut this and put a couple of them facing on each side. So a couple will be this way, a couple will be this way. So the center kind of looks like that. You're looking spooky. All right, getting so close to the final stretch here. These last few pieces I'm going to attach with hot glue. So I gotta plug my hot glue gun in and let that warm up. Okay, hot glue gun, it's hot. So what I'm gonna do now is kind of just go back through basically the entire piece and hit hot glue anywhere that I think needs it. So because I just stuck these branches inside the wire that I already had wrapped around the base branch, I'm gonna go in and hit the contact points with hot glue. So where those branches meet the base branch, I'm going to hit with hot glue, and any extra sticking out wires, I'm gonna hit the ends with hot glue so they're not sharp, and just really make sure everything is sturdy and in place. All right, final touches now. I'm gonna concentrate these really sparkly golden leaves and these, whatever the heck these are, right into the center and really make the center feel nice and full. All right, so I'm taking that wreath that I got from Family Dollar and I'm pulling off the 3 sunflowers and pine cones, and I'm not going to use the rest. And again, just concentrating in the very center here. I'm going to put the biggest sunflower, the other 2 a little further out, and all the pine cones in the middle with that sunflower. Beautiful, guys. This is looking really, really nice. I'm so excited. Look at that. That looks so pretty. And you can't see any of the wires. It looks so beautiful. There's our center. So nice. Okay, so let me show you. I Actually, let me clean this table up, show you a close-up of what we're looking at, and then we can put it on the fireplace. Alright guys, you'll have to ignore the glitter and mess all over the table, but here she is. It looks so pretty. Every time you look, there's something new. Ooh, I'm so excited. Fall is coming. Alright, it looks fantastic on the table, but it's gonna look even better on the fireplace. So let's get it up there. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun with this one. Halloween, fall, autumn is my absolute favorite time of year, so I'm so excited. I hope you guys are too. There will definitely be more fall and Halloween related videos coming up soon. I was actually thinking about doing a huge outdoor Halloween setup, so if that's something you guys are into, make sure you're subscribed, like this video, comment down below if you have any suggestions or ideas for future videos. My next stained glass video is going to be exploring the Taurus ring saw through, because I literally still have not even cracked into it. I haven't even used it once because I've been waiting to get it on camera and explore it with you guys. So that'll be my next stained glass video. If you want to go check out my stained glass work and my stained glass business, that will be linked down below, just like everything else. And if not, I'll see you next time. Bye!